How's it going, everybody? I'm so sorry, something happened which shouldn't have, and the stream stopped fully, so we will continue where we left off. And yeah, that will be pretty much from now on. And what we will do is let's go ahead and continue with everything. And yeah, let's actually get everybody on the stream. So let's continue where we left off. And what we did was started our server in the browser. So let's actually do that again, and let's continue. So we had pretty much a fully empty server that was running at the moment, and yep, that's pretty much how it was going. So what I said was, let's actually add the header and let's continue. So let's add the header.js file. And guys, everybody who is coming in, let me know if you are able to catch up and what's going on. Yeah, we have 80 people. That's nice. That's super awesome. Let's continue where we left off. So that sounds nice. Okay. And what I will do is quickly finish off a couple of processes on this computer, which are actually eating up a lot of resources. So welcome guys back on the stream. Let's get everybody in here again, and let's continue where we left off. Guys, sorry, something happened. Let's continue, and guys, let me know who's ready to continue. Okay, we have 88 people. Let's smash the like button. Let's get this video out to everybody. Let's get it done. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's share that we are live, we are back, and we are ready to go ahead and continue where we left off. So yeah, let's go. And we are 100 people. That's super nice. And let's continue. Okay. Okay, I think we should be good to go. Now with that, all right, that actually sounds pretty neat. And we have all the files ready to continue where we left off. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And what we would do, okay, so we are 137 people together, and let's actually, okay, so I'm gonna be pitching up the stream once again because we for some reason last stream dropped. But we are here, we are back, and we are gonna be building the awesome Twitch clone. So let's actually continue where we left off. We are 130 people together. Super nice, guys. Let's actually let everybody know by just smashing that like button that we are here, we are back. 140, that's awesome. We got Morocco in a house. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much, Nishan. Very much appreciate you. And of course, yeah, so we really appreciate everybody who's coming back, and that's super awesome. We are 166 people again. Awesome. Let's actually raise that number back to 300 where we left off. I'm super pumped to continue this build and build this thing together. We are 188 68 people. Nice, that's super cool. Let's continue raising that number. Let's smash the like button so that we get everybody back from last stream, which for some reason dropped. But with that, I think we are almost ready to start. I'm gonna be waiting a little bit before we continue. And yeah, so guys, I'm super pumped to have you guys here. Do an IKEA clone. Okay, sounds good. Oh, the quality is better. Okay, that sounds good. So guys, I'm sorry for some reason the stream dropped. Let's get this video out to everybody else. And I'm super pumped to have you guys back here. And we are gonna be continuing where we left off in just a second. So yeah, let me know who's pumped. Let me know who's pumped to continue the Twitch clone where we left off last time, which was adding the header. So guys, if you're just tuning in, not a problem. We are building today the Twitch clone, which we almost couldn't even start because the stream dropped. So now we are gonna be going ahead and building the awesome Twitch clone, which is actually able to receive stream from the computer. So yeah, let's actually get started as soon as we hit 200 people live at the moment. Hey, we got Radu in the house. Awesome. Super pumped. We got Fire. Nice. Everybody is crazy pumped. So that is awesome. Guys, let me know who's ready and if you are good to go. Let's do this, says Martine. That is awesome. Hey, thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate you guys. All right, I think everybody is almost in the house, so soon we can go ahead and let's get started. Hey, Suran says let's go. Okay. So with that, I think we are almost ready to rock. So we are 190 people together. That's super awesome. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started building. So what we will do is we will go ahead and we will build the header part first, which will go up top on the screen, and that will add a nice little part up there, which is going to be super cool. So with that, I'm gonna be moving some stuff around, but okay. So we are in header.js. Let's actually also add header.css, and at the same time, let's just go ahead and using the ES7 snippets, which we are talking about a lot. So that's actually a super awesome extension. If you guys go ahead and type in ES7, this is the one to get. And that will allow us to say RAFCE, and this will go ahead and create a full this will go ahead and create a fully awesome React component, which we can go ahead and use. So what we will do inside of here is we will add the class name of header. Oops. So we will say class name equals header, and inside of there we are actually gonna be adding 3 more divs, because we are dividing the whole thing to 3 parts. One of them is going to go to the left, we are going to have a center piece, and we're going to have a right piece. So what we will quickly do is we will say we will have a header underscore left, and I will just create it 3 times and then just rename the left to center and right. And because I'm using Emmet, this will actually make my job super easy. Boom, there we go. We have 3 divs. Now my only thing to do is delete left and say center, and what I will say is right goes right there. So I have my 3 divs ready, and we should almost be good to go with the header. So guys, let me know who's pumped, who is here with me, who has the 3 headers inside of 3 divs inside of their header, And let's actually carry on with that. So I wait for FaceTime clones as Radu. Yeah, we have it in the pipe. Stay tuned for that. So yeah, also receiving eBay. Okay, that's actually a nice idea. I wasn't thinking of that, but it's actually a good one. Okay. Yeah, so with that, what we will do first thing first is we will just go ahead and add an image that will be the logo. So and so that you guys, okay, so this is pretty much the logo that we are gonna be using. You can go ahead, Google this link up, and this will actually add the logo, but we need to import that inside of our application. So we will say we want to have header in here, and with my auto import it actually went ahead and imported it. Oh, wrong one. So yeah, there it is. That's the line that you need. And yeah, that's actually pretty big now, but we will make it super nice in just a second. So let's actually continue by adding the following. And what we will say is like on the original Twitch, we have the following and browse on the left hand side, like right next to the logo. That's what we will do now. So what we will say is under here we will just add these two H2 tags, and that will actually go ahead and add those two. And I think I'm just going to change the order of my windows. And yeah, that's actually is super awesome. We have the following and the browse right over there down below the logo. So next up, what we will say is actually notice that on the Twitch we have something called we have some kind of horizontal line. So that is a thing that we can go ahead and do. And with that, what we will do is actually add just an empty div, and we will go ahead and say we will add an empty div which will have a vertical line, or we can say like VL, but for the BAM naming convention we will just say header yeah, there we go, header and vertical line. So that actually is doing the job for us, and we will actually make it look like a pretty awesome vertical line. And we have 225 people in the house. Guys, I'm super thankful for you that you actually carried on and came back. That means a lot, and we really appreciate you guys. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this is super awesome. And let's actually smash the like button so that this video gets out to everybody who was here in the original one and wants to join. So with that said, let's carry on. And yeah, that's it. So let's go ahead and add two more of these things. Those are gonna be esports and music. And instead of material UI, because guys, remember this channel is only about giving you value. So you guys probably pretty much familiar with material UI. For that reason, today we're going to be using something called Font Awesome. If you guys don't know what's that, that's pretty much what's that called? An icon collection, just like material UI icons. It's a bit of a hustle to set up first, but then it's going to be super easy to use, just like material UI. And actually, I think it has a bit more I think actually it has a bit more icons. So what we will say is we will go to fontawesome.com, and if you guys don't have an account, it's free. Go ahead and register, and with that, yeah, so that's me. And what I will do is pretty much go ahead and say Font Awesome CDN over here, and I will go ahead and hit this button. This will go ahead and copy all these code for me, and it's actually a free stuff, so you can go ahead and do the exact same stuff. And what I will do is go into public and index.html, and inside of here you can go ahead and just paste it like right under or above the title. There we go. So that actually went ahead and imported all the Font Awesome stuff that I am going to use in today's session. So what we will do, oh, I wasn't sharing my screen, oh my god. So yeah, let's actually go back. So fontawesome.com, and over here if you go into Font Awesome CDN, that will pretty much go ahead and open up this screen for you, and you need to press that button over there to copy this code, and that is what goes into public index.html and right above title. Now we are 260 people together. I'm super pumped to have everybody here up on YouTube and all over the place. Thank you so much for joining again. It means a lot for the channel and me and us and the whole CP team. Smash the like button if you like this video and if you're ready to go over the Twitch clone and work this thing through. So on that note, let's actually carry on in just a second. All right, yeah, so actually importing icons from Font Awesome is not is like the exact same easy as doing it with Material UI. So you can pretty much go ahead and search here like 3 dots, because that's the third icon that you want to go ahead and use. And I think I'm just gonna, for relevance, I'm gonna open up a Twitch. This is actually Logan, one of the members of Team CP. And what we are gonna be doing is copying that part over there. Let's actually use a bit harsher color. So that's the icon that we're looking for at the moment. So maybe we can say dot, and yeah, that's the one that we will use. So we will pretty much go ahead and copy this thing. Just click on that, it will do the copy for you. Like, it's super awesome, right? Let's go back in here, paste it in. Let's go back and check out if it is working. And okay, there we go. There it is down there. You need to scroll down a bit and hold on a sec. Boom. Now you should be able to see it. So it's down there, but for better streaming experience, I'm just gonna crop it a fill. So with that, let's go back in here and let's fill up all the other stuff. And guys, smash the like button if you like this, and if you're ready to use Font Awesome as an alternative or actually extend the icons that actually Material UI offers. So let's go ahead and let's continue and let's carry on. So all right, next up, what we will do is go into header center, and inside of here, what we will quickly do is we will have, of course, an input field, which will say placeholder, like search as a placeholder, and inside of there we will have an other div which will contain the center logo, right? So inside of here we will have another div, and oh, Emma, didn't work. So we will have a center logo container, and inside of there what we will say is that's going to be a search icon. So let's go back in here to Font Awesome and say search, and that this is the two I'm gonna actually search, and afterwards I'm just gonna copy paste to keep the momentum up and to keep everything crushing. Guys, who's excited? Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited. Hey, we got a buddy in the house, and let's actually continue working on the Twitch clone. Nice. So what we will do is like copy that piece, and let's actually add it like down below inside of a header, inside of a div. What we will say is go ahead and this is going, oh my god, I put it in the wrong place. There we go. So yep, that's it. And inside of here we will have the search icon, which we just grabbed from Font Awesome. Now with that exactly, CP fam, there we go, that's it. So with that, let's actually go ahead, continue, and what we will do is we will set up the right side. So guys, if you actually go in here, there we have the search bar and the logo as well, the search logo. So next up, what we will do is we will go ahead and say inside of the header right, okay, so we are pretty much finished with the left hand side and a centerpiece of the top header. So let me actually show it to you. So inside of here we have that part done content wise, we have this part done content wise. Now let's actually add all these icons, and let's then actually go ahead and style it so it will look like super crisp. Let's go ahead, and on that what we will do is Mustafa asks, how did I move those lines up? I think you're, yeah, so on Mac, if you go ahead and hold Option and then go up and down with the arrows, that will actually move the lines. But actually there is an awesome video on this channel which is about Vim, which is actually an extension for VS Code, and I highly recommend everybody goes ahead and watches that, because that will actually like 10x your speed in coding. All right, with that said, hey, what's up, Rec Life from Argentina? Sup everybody, and let's continue. So what we will do next up is we will have a header right container, and what we will say is inside of here, woo, all right, inside of here we will have three icons. One of them is going to be this crown thingy, which is going to be the prime loot one. Then we will have an inbox for notifications, and we will have a message box for the whispers. Then we will also have, and that's actually going to be a different div, we will have the get bits part, and then we will also have an avatar. All right, now with that, let's actually go back in here, and what we will quickly do is just go ahead, copy these and put them in here. So this is like super easy to work with, and actually don't freak out if your React apps freaks out because you're using classes over here instead of class names. Like what you can pretty much do is go ahead and like change it, so like add class name, and the reason for that is that in React, class is a reserved word or a reserved phrase, and we are actually using class names in the HTML parts, which you actually know and like already. So we already have these class names over here, so we will have these icons, and next up what we will do is we will say we will have the yeah, BUTTERCUP. What we will say header and right, and what I like to say is header right bits, and with that let's actually add the gem icon in there, and also a h4 which will say get bits, and then we will style it so it looks super nice. Guys, who is actually ready with this part, and who is actually where I am at the moment? I see we got 260 people on the live stream, so I want to see 260 comments that if you are with me, or if you need a little time to finish up and close up to the point where I am. So yeah, let me know guys how actually everybody is going, and how if the speed is good. So let's go ahead and let me know who is here with me, who has it ready. Yeah, exactly. You need Emmet. Emmet is actually a super powerful tool. Like, you can create so many crazy stuff with that, so I highly recommend doing this. Hey, David says, yo, let's go. Awesome. And let's actually carry on real soon. So how to auto import the component, that's actually a pretty awesome stuff. There is a auto importing built into VS Code, and if you have like a working exported, like a ready to import component, it's going to show up in the auto complete, so you can just go ahead and hit return and it will import it immediately. So with that said, let's actually go ahead and carry on. We are 274 people. Guys, smash the like button if you're ready to work forward with this Twitch clone, and let me know how you guys feeling about this and if you are ready to continue where we left off. So yeah, on that, let's actually, and yes, control space for auto import, that is it. Hey, thank you so much, bro. I'm trying my best. All right, let's continue. And guys, if you have any questions, this is my Instagram handle. Hit me up, drop me a message. I'm trying to get back to everybody. So yeah, let me know who's ready and who's pumped to continue. So we are 286 people. That's super awesome. Let's continue, guys. All right. With that said, what we will do is we will actually, there is one tiny little thing that we will need the material UI for, and today it's going to only be the avatar on the top right. And because we are a bit of behind the time due to this stream disconnection, we will just do the avatar part. So what we will say is we will go ahead and npm I material UI / core, and let's grab all the stuff in here. We got Aditya says, hello sir, big fan. Thank you so much, brother, really appreciate you. Please do a Shopify clone, of course. So yeah, hi from Ethiopia. Sup Ethiopia, super pumped to have you in the house. And let's actually continue. Okay, just 1 second and we almost should be good to go. And let's go ahead and use the material UI. We are actually going to be using auto import again because that's just super awesome to use. And what we will do is we will just start typing in avatar, and it's not importing automatically, so we will go ahead and import it without that. So what we will say is we will go up here and say import, and we actually explicitly need to import avatar from material UI core, and then we can just go ahead and use that down here. So we will say avatar, and yep, that should be it. So with that done, hey, we got Bangladesh in the house. That's super awesome. Am I the only one who got problems with material UI core icon since React 17 release? That's actually a great question. I'm seeing some sort of errors and warns and all that stuff. So that's, I think material UI needs to be updated, and that's all what happens. But yeah, I was actually paying attention to that. I'll actually look into it and see what else we can do about it, or if we are gonna be if we can tackle that some way. And yes, we are adding streaming functionality. It's actually going to be a bit of an easier one, but we will go ahead and have streams on this channel where we will do like crazy complex ones. But for now, because it's just the first time when we are doing such things, we will do an easier one. But this is actually a production ready streaming integration, what we will do today. So yeah, smash the like button if you're excited for that. So with that, let's actually go ahead and style the recent, what is this? And let's actually go ahead and style everything that we have in here. So yeah, that, oh my god, I'm messing up all these windows. Okay, so we should be good. All right, we should be good. Now what we will quickly do is we will go ahead and go into header.css, which we first need to import. So let's actually edit, like down below we will say import header.css, and that will go ahead and import our CSS file. And inside of header.css, what we can go ahead and do is the full header is going to be 5 rem high. Like I literally checked out how it is built on Twitch, like actually. Just a moment, Ken. So I checked it out and tore it apart with the inspect tool, and that's how I know it's 5 rem high. We also will have a border bottom, which is going to be 1 pixel solid and fully black. We will also have a display flex. We will align everything to the center. You might think it's not a good call, but actually I'll explain it in just a sec. We will also have this nice little background color, which actually is the exact same color that is being used by Twitch. And we will also add a Z index of 100 and a position of sticky, and it will be stick to the top, so top is going to be 0. And let's actually check it out. So it's a bit of an ugly stuff at the moment, but let's just keep it going and we will have it super nicely. Okay, so I saw this question. David, I will start university in just 9 months. Do you think it's possible to learn React in this little amount of time to be as good as my future classmates? Of course you can. Like, dude, like literally, my advice for you is go ahead, watch every single React build on this channel, subscribe to the channel, and do all the stuff that we are dropping. So you will not just master React, you will also master MERN, and you will also master React Native, because Sunny and Kazi are doing React Native stuff starting this Monday. Like actually like 2 days ago they started a React Native stuff. So that is super awesome. And hey, we got Priyanshu in the house. So that's super cool. And yeah, so you can literally go ahead and master all these skills. Guys, it's super awesome that we have 260 people. Smash the like button if you find this video cool, and let's go. Hey, yeah, I'm trying my best, dude. All right, so with that said, what we will do is first let's actually add the header. Let's actually style the header left first, and that's going to be display flex. We will align everything to the center, and what we like, this is the flex one, is actually we are making it like responsible, but what we want to do is like the left part like takes up all the space that it actually can, so it will actually snap everything to the right hand side. But we will actually handle that on the right hand side, which will snap everything to the left, which will keep the input box in the middle, and all the other stuff is going to be nicely equally aligned to the sides. So what we will do is we have everything aligned to the center, and quickly what else we need to do is we will say the left logo needs to be object fit contain, so it's not gonna be crazy when we shrink it like small. It's going to keep the aspect ratio. And next up we will do is say margin left is gonna be 20 pixels and the head is gonna be 3 rem. which is super awesome. Let's actually check it out what it does to our actual build. So it's actually pretty ugly because I mean the logo is super awesome, the color is neat, but we still have everything in like black, which is not the ideal thing. So if I highlight it, yeah, then way you guys can actually see what's up. So with that, we still need to work on it a bit, but I want you to actually notice something, that all the text is going to be all the text is gonna be like white. So if you can actually see that Logan Federally, he was actually in a couple of live streams of Club Programmer. It's his Twitch account, and like literally all these texts are white. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is we will go back to app.css, and inside of there we will just say all the colors should be white. I mean the text colors, of course. So inside of header.css we will just add a star, and the color is going to be white. And what I actually forgot during the cleanup process is that adding the margin 0, so it will actually snap it, everything is going to be snapped to the edges of the application. Now next up, okay, so you guys can actually see that it's starting to look like starting to get close to the actual Twitch, which is super awesome. So yeah, and let's actually quickly check out what do we got in. Hey, we got Yap in a house. How's it going, my man? Hey, awesome and cool. All right, so next up what we will do is we will go ahead and quickly finish up the header styling. So in header.css, next up what we will do is we will say that the margin of all the text over here needs to be 15 pixels. All right, so that's what we are going to be setting super quickly with that. And like actually you can see that I'm actually going into, so every h2 inside of the header left needs to have a 15 pixel margin. Next up what we will do is we will actually add that divider divider line. So let's actually copy this one and go back to header.css, and we will say, yeah, there we go. We will say the border left is going to be 1 pixel solid, and this nice little light gray or gray color, and it's going to be 3 rems high. Now what that will actually do is it will add that nice little divider, which you can see over here. So that's literally the exact same stuff. All right, so with that, I mean it starts to look super nice and crisp. So stay tuned, guys. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be super cool. Smash the like button if you think this build is going to be awesome, and if you're ready to add this project on your portfolio and land jobs as developers in 2020. Okay, let's carry on. So what we will say is we will like notice that it actually yeah, we actually need to add a 15 pixel, like we added 15 pixels of margin for this and this, but not this. So what we will need to do is add 15 pixels to this one, which is actually, if you remember, this was an eye, right? So this one, this thing. So what we will do is let's actually carry and let's actually add that thing inside of here. Okay, like that. So we will add the margin left of 15 pixels, and best as always, keep it up. I will not sleep until I see a real Twitch. Okay, challenge accepted, dude. You will sleep soon. Just here to say great job. I follow at my own pace later. Of course, bro, like literally you can go ahead and just watch this one and then go over the whole thing in like small bits and chunks. That's actually one of the best ways to learn what we are building over here and to literally like get the most out of these builds. All right, and with that, next up, let's actually go to the centerpiece, which we will say like super easy. Which OS am I running? It's Mac OS. So next up, what we will actually add in here is, so it's gonna be the header center, which will have a background color of this 4A4A4C. We will have height of a 3.5 rem. Display is going to be flex, width of a 25%. Border radius is going to be 8 pixels, which will add this nice rounded shape. The overflow is going to be hidden. The align items are going to be and we will align everything to the center. Now that actually is going to make that look just like that, which is a bit ugly at the moment, but let's actually carry on and make it look super nice. Okay, so what we will do is inside of the header center, there is actually an input which we will make it look like transparent completely. So the outline is going to be none. That is actually the blue box when you're like clicking into the yes, I did actually. And actually the camera is new as well. So the outline is actually the blue little border when you click inside of a text area, which is not cool, so we will just remove it. That's gonna be none. Background color is transparent. We will also say flex of 1. That will take up as much space as it actually possibly can inside of the centerpiece. So let's not forget that, which is 25% of the screen. So let's not forget what is taking up what kind of how much of space. We will have a margin left of 15 pixels, so it's like not like at the exact edge of the input. And we will have a font size of large and the border none. So that is actually pretty much it. Hey, thank you so much, brother, really appreciate it. And yes, creative world, this is completely for beginners. As such, I'm not even a React pro. Okay, so hey, what is up, Logan? Yeah, actually it's his Twitch that I'm actually showing when I'm presenting the actual Twitch. All right, so next up, what we will do is we will go into the logo container, which is literally just the magnifying glass, the search logo. So what we are actually doing there is we are saying that the background color is gonna be a bit of a darker color, and the width is gonna be 50 pixels. It is gonna be 100%. Display is gonna be flex. Align item, we are aligning everything to the center, and justify content to the center. Now that is actually the exact same stuff if we did display grid and place items center. Jesus, I'm not shaving my head. Okay, guys, actually, if you are enjoying this build, smash the like button if you are getting value out of it, and I really hope that you are. Smash the like button. We are, I don't even know where we are at because everything got disconnected, but let me know how you guys actually, if you're enjoying, damn. So guys, we are at 200 likes, which is super awesome. I'm super happy for that. And let's actually carry on with that said. So next up, we are pretty much done with this part. Like, it's still on the right hand side, but we will just smash it in the center in just a second. So it's looking nice. This is the final piece, how we will actually look. Let's actually place it to its right place and let's go. So what we would do is we will say the header right is gonna be coming up next for styling. So we are gonna say display flex of 1, that will snap the center back to the center, and justify content, we want everything snapped to the right hand side of it, right? So that's it. We have the search bar in the center, everything is on the right hand side, because actually if we go over here, everything is on the right hand side, right? So that's super, we are modeling it like crazy. Now next up, what we will quickly do, I want to learn more about theory, try to find course like Code Academy or Free Code Camp, and we will provide repository link or actually if you want to learn like take it to the next level, there is an awesome free webinar down below in the description. I highly recommend everybody who wants to take this to the next level. That's actually a whiteboard webinar, and I highly recommend everybody goes ahead and watches it. So that's just something. Yeah. Next up, what we will do is we will say the right container, which actually contains all of the icons. We will add a display flex onto them. We will say justify content is going to be space between, align items is going to be center, and yeah. Now inside of that, the right container so all the icons in there are gonna have a margin of 20 pixels, so that will actually space out all these like super nicely. And still the get bits is pretty ugly, but we will just address that in just a second. So with that, actually we will pretty much like say I think we can add the div in here as well. Nope. I think we might need to add a comma. Hey, there we go. Okay, now something is breaking. Oh no, we will need to say the right container and the div inside. Okay, so we can actually do it like this. Okay, that's it. So with is there a reason still use class components? No, not at all. Like literally, like if I or Sunny, like actually Sunny said it a couple of times, but this is true for me too. So if we see a class-based component, we literally go ahead and not gonna work with it until we have rewritten it into functional ones. Like class-based is very much past. Like you always want to think 2 years ahead of now, because that's gonna be the trend of tomorrow, and that's what you want to build. Now why I say is like that will actually take you above and beyond, and you are gonna be a super modern developer. So so class-based components are actually no-goes. Don't ever use them. They are just not cool at all. Next up, let's actually go ahead and continue. So what we will do is we have the right bits, right? So the header right bits is pretty much the get bits part, and what we will say in here is it should have a display flex. It should align everything to the center. Background color is gonna be like a lighter gray. Then we will add the padding onto the left and the right, and we will add the border radius of 15 pixels. Now this actually gives us this nice little button going over here. So that actually is pretty much how it will look like. Only thing though we actually want to do is it doesn't breathe at the moment, so we want to add a little bit of margin inside of here. So what we will quickly do is just add the eye in there and add some kind of margin right of 5 pixels, and that will make the whole thing like have like a little bit of room to breathe. So that's actually actually I'm a beginner and I want to make an app. This is the right place for you. Stay tuned. We are going to be dropping some crazy values, and actually let's go ahead and check out all the applications and clones that we are doing on this channel. All right, so you can learn full stack, front end, back end, whichever you want to. So next up, what we will quickly do is we will say, I mean, we're pretty much done with the header. So guys, who's excited about that? Who's pumped that we have a working header which is looking actually super awesome? Let me know if you're ready to continue and if you're pumped about it. And guys, if you found this video valuable so far, smash the like button. It would mean the world to us, and that's the only thing we ask of you. Just smash the like button so we can get this video out to all over the world and we can beat the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, and the air horn, let's go. Exactly, let's carry on. And yeah, please do not use what's that, capital letters, because we have Nightbot in the chat and it's moderating. And also I think we got Priyanshu in the chat, so please keep the chat clean. We are here to learn. We are a nice community. We want to get better together. So next up, what we will do is we will build the sidebar. So with that, actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. So inside of here, what we will say is we will have a sidebar.js file. And we will quickly go ahead and using the ES7 snippets, we will go ahead and create a new component that will pretty much enable us auto import it in app.js. So we will just go ahead and say sidebar, and like literally I'm not touching anything. That actually shows that I am able to auto import, and then just pretty much I have it in here. And that if it doesn't show it up for you, that's the line that you want to go ahead and copy in there. And yeah. Okay, so let's actually, I know a little bit of React.js. That's perfect. This is a very beginner friendly place, so keep it going and you will be like super successful. We have crazy amount of people who landed jobs, like literally like 6-figure jobs, watching these live streams. Okay. So with that said, smash the like button if you're ready to continue. Now with that, so in sidebar.js, what we will quickly do is we will add a class name to the div, and and inside of there we will have a couple of different stuff. Hey, big fan from Dubai. Thank you so much, bro. Means a lot. All right, so next up, let's actually take a look at what we are gonna be building. So it's a bit zoomed in, but we are gonna be building this part over there. And for the sake of simplicity, we're just gonna be working with this part. So let's actually add all those stuff. So what we will do in here is we will have a couple of H5s, which are gonna be the follow channels, right? And we will also have a recommended channels, right? So that's actually pretty much the two parts of this thing. So we have the follow channels and the recommended channels, and yeah, and we also have a show more. So let's actually add also a class name to it, and we are just gonna be using a simple way. That is awesome. Like literally, thank you so much for that actually, and great job, and you will crush it tomorrow in the interview. Okay, that's super awesome. Awesome, that's perfect. So what we will do next up is so inside of here we have the show more, and that is actually gonna be like, that's how we will target it, that it will actually show it purple. So next up, what we want to do is say like we will have this part. So this is going to be the Clever Programmer channel, right? So the name Clever Programmer, and actually says 816K, but I think we are above that. Like, let me know, guys, how many subscribers does this channel have? I see 820K, so let me quickly change it. So when I was preparing, it was still at 816, but we are at 820 now. And guys, smash the like button if you like this video so far and you getting value out of this stream. So next up, what we will add is we will add Logan's channel, of course, because he's featured in today's video. And literally you can go ahead and like grab any kind of logos for this, and this is actually going to be freaking out because we still haven't created the channel, but let me just do it in just a second. Okay, so quickly, next up, what we will do is add the recommended channels. I'm gonna add my Instagram handle in here, so you guys can go ahead and drop me any questions you might have regarding this or any other builds. And yep, that will be pretty much it. Now it's gonna be freaking out because we don't have channel defined. Let's go ahead and define channel then, I guess. So what we will say is we will go ahead and add a channel.js as well as a channel.css file. And guys, we are at 216 people. Smash the like button so we can get this number up very high. So let me know who's pumped and smash the like button. Okay, next up, in the channel.js, we will quickly go ahead and import channel.css, which is just like that. And what we will quickly do is of course, we're going to be using BAM naming convention. So we are adding the class name of channel in here. We will also have a channel details div inside of there, which is automatically closing. Ooh, hold on just a sec. Yeah, and inside of there, we will have an image which we are actually passing from sidebar, right? So what I will do is quickly add this over here. So guys, you can actually see it, and yeah, just like that. So you can see that avatar, name, and followers are being imported. So what we will quickly do, and this is still here, but we're just gonna be removing that in just a sec. So with that, actually, let's destructure all that stuff that we are passing in. Love from Mars. Elon, what do you know about that? So what we will quickly do is let's go ahead and destructure everything in here. Oh, I made a typo. There we go. And what we will quickly go ahead and do is that the image source is gonna be the avatar that we are adding, or we are actually passing in. And let's actually add an alt. So that is actually super important when you are when you want to take care of SEO, because Google ranks all the alt image tags before all the image tags without an alt, right? So that's something that you want to do. So yeah, let's actually carry on. So inside of here, we're gonna say avatar, and next up we are gonna be adding the name, which is gonna be just a simple p tag, and we will also have the followers down below. So next up, what we will quickly do, I think I'm gonna actually add this like right next to it so you guys can see what I'm building real time. So what we will do is go back in here and let's actually import the channel from the component that we just created. Not like that, like like this. So we should actually eliminate that issue just now, and here we go, and it's still freaking out for some reason. Oh my god. So what we can quickly do is let's actually just see what is up. So we have a problem in sidebar.js on line 6, and let's see what seems to be the problem. Can't find variable channel. Now what do you mean can't find variable channel? Right. Yeah. Let's actually refresh it once again. Okay, it's actually not freaking out. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I wasn't sharing my screen. So right now it's not freaking out. No clue. But it was saying that can't find variable channel. Okay. With that said, guys, if you're excited about that, smash the like button. We just cleared our first bug. Don't know how, we just cleared it. So smash the like button to get this video out. We are 230 people strong at the moment, and we are an hour in the build, which is super awesome. I really appreciate everybody who is here with me today. So let's carry on building the Twitch clone. Right. Next up, what we will do is we will need to design or actually add some kind of nice look for the both the sidebar and the channels. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is we will import the sidebar.css, but first, and some would say let me take a selfie, but I will say let's go into channel.css, and okay, it's freaking out because I don't have a sidebar.css file. We can like help on that like super fast. We will say a sidebar.css. So you need to manually refresh the page. Yeah, I think that was the reason for that. So yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I have it. All right. Exactly, like you learn React because it's more popular and super easy. Yeah, that's part of the reason, and like literally that's what is in demand, and we are trying to focus on what is in demand and what will help you get a job as a developer and what will help you get money using your skills and your time put in. So that's pretty much why you learn React and MERN, and we are offering all these stuff for free for you guys so that you can actually go ahead and profit with all this stuff. All right, so that's actually an awesome point. So let's carry on. And what we would do is inside of channel.css is we will target the whole channel, and what we will say that when we hover over it, we want to have the cursor to be a pointer. So yeah, like that thing. So the little hand instead of the mouse. We will also say width of 100%. So use up all the space the sidebar actually lets you. We will also say display flags. So like you can see that all these red buttons went right next to the items, and somewhere around here should be all the text, which probably is not visible just because background is white and the text is white as well. But if I actually comment this part out and save it, all the red buttons go down below under the picture. And if I go ahead and uncomment it, boom, it goes right back next to it. So that's actually display flags. And is mean better than MERN? Not at all. So you don't ever want to change React to Angular. That's a pain in the butt. You don't want to do that. And next up, what we would do is like the nice little touches that will make an app stand out. We will add a hover. So if I hover over all this, like this actually has this nice little hover over effect, which kind of looks ugly at the moment, but we will just address it in like super fast. Now, next up, what we will say is the channel details are gonna be display flex, and we will say align items to center. And we probably, yeah, so what happened is like the text went over here, like next to the image. And if I go ahead and uncomment this part, boom, it's right under it. Okay, same with CP, right? So let's uncomment that, and it will actually snap back to the right hand side. There we go. So next up, what we will do is pretty much go ahead and carry on. And guys, we are 230 people at the moment on the live stream. Smash the like button if you are getting value out of it, to get this video out there and show this to a lot more people and to beat the algorithm, right? So now, last but not least, in the channel, right? So that one little thing, we need to add an object fit contain, right? We want to style all these images because they are super big now. And we want to add a margin left of 5 pixels, a width of 40 pixels, and the border radius of 50%. And if I go ahead and save it, boom! Now we have these awesome, nice looking channels, which are actually at the moment taking up all the space that we have. Oh, and we also got the subscriptions over there. Awesome. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is we will style the sidebar as well. So right now we have, like, we are building up the whole thing from bits and pieces, and what we are doing and what we are doing is like we are building that part at the moment, right? So these things are looking crisp now, and yeah, there we go. Let's continue on that. So images are done, and next up what we will need to do is we will go ahead and use the sidebar.css, and we will make the full sidebar looking super crisp and super nice. So what we will say is the sidebar should have a padding of 10 pixels, width of a 13%. Yeah, just there. Like I was literally like trying to figure it out, and once it is actually full screen, it will look super crisp. And we will have a background color of this thing. We just commented that because, I mean, for development purposes, while you are building the full app, it is nice to see the whole thing going through all the way till the bottom and even further. But we're just not gonna be worrying about that. So let's actually comment that, or actually delete that. We will have a display flex. A flex direction is going to be a column. And next up, what we will quickly do is, we will say the sidebar top is going to have a flex of 1, and inside of there, every H5 will need to have a margin top of 25 pixels and a margin bottom of 25 pixels. That will actually assure that, let me quickly demo what we are actually doing. So notice that all these channels are like super close to each other, but there is like a bigger gap in between the H5 and the channel name, right? So what that will do is like it will let the whole thing like breathe a bit, and yeah, that's pretty much what it will do. It will give it a room to breathe. So next up is we are making the show more, right? So that part over there, that will actually need to look we will add a nice little purple onto that. So that is going to be this color, and we also want to have the cursor as a pointer when we hover over it. So like this, and all these super, hey, we got Atharva, and he just hopped in right now, the clone right now. Love your solo sessions too. Thank you so much, brother. Really appreciate you. And let me know what you're up to and what kind of articles can we expect from you very soon. All right. Actually, this goes out to Atharva. Making super awesome job writing all these Medium blogs and helping you guys even further to take your, like, literally go ahead and check out the Clever Programmer Medium. We are giving you guys step-by-step tutorials over there, and we are helping you guys to build all these builds right there. Let me quickly bring it up. So right over here, there we go. Right over here we have all these knowledge written down, which actually helps you guys a lot building all this stuff. So we have the Discord clone over here, how to deploy your website to Firebase, favorite programming language, procrastination, how to deal with it, understanding the chat functionality in Firebase, and Priyanshu actually dropped an object-oriented programming in JavaScript. Like, guys, this is super cool. Check this out. Like, literally go ahead and check out medium.com/cleverprogrammer, because the guys are dropping crazy amount of value there as well, and it will actually give you guys like smaller snippets of code. So let me quickly show you guys the Discord clone super fast. So if we go in here, we got all these text, we got the prerequisites and all that stuff. We have small, tiny little snippets of code that you might as well want to go ahead and have. And you can go ahead and see what we built step by step. How cool is that? Smash the like button if you find that cool, and smash the like button if you didn't know that we are doing Medium articles. So let's go ahead there and check those builds out. And this is actually gonna be there step by step written down, okay? So that's awesome. And Atharva just says huge articles are coming up soon. Amazon clone article crossed 16k views, super cool. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff coming up, even Discord bots and Electron.js. Guys, this is super awesome. I wish I was in your place, right? Okay, let's go ahead and continue and carry on doing it. And let me just quickly go ahead and drop the link for Medium into the chat. So quickly just drop that in there, and go guys go ahead, check that out. Super valuable. So what we will do and what we will continue with is gonna be the sidebar bottom, because if you guys go ahead and check it out, it's probably not visible at the moment. Okay, right now, if we go ahead and check the bottom part down below here, there is this search bar, and we want to have that as well. All right, so quickly let's go ahead and quickly what we will do is we will say that the sidebar bottom should look like the following. All right, let's actually add that part in the JS file, right? Because we don't actually have it at the moment. So let's go back, and then we will carry on from this. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is we will have a new div inside of here, and I will actually remove that part. Okay, so you guys can actually see more. And what we will quickly do is we will wrap this part, right? So this part is gonna be wrapped into a sidebar top. Okay, so that way we can have everything separately, and we can literally go ahead and have like style everything individually, so it will look super crisp. Now what next up, what we would do is we will say the sidebar bottom is going to be right just down below, and inside of there what we will have is we will have a sidebar bottom container. And all right, let's close that div, otherwise it will freak out. And what we will do is we will again add the new item, which is going to be another search logo. You can go ahead and copy the exact same code which we used up here on the top bar, right down there, up there, which is like not visible at the moment, but yeah. And we will also have this awesome input type, input field, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we will say as a placeholder that search to add friends, and next up, we're pretty much done with the structure. Now, what we will say, the bottom should be position fixed, bottom is 0, head is gonna be 4 rems, and display is gonna be flex, and the we will align it to the center, like horizontally and vertically. Like the difference between align items and justify content is align items is horizontally and justify content is vertically. Only if the flex direction is row, because when it changes to column, which we will do in just a sec, or we might actually have already done it, then it will flip, and the align items is going to be the vertical one, and justify content is going to be the horizontal one. And Mohit Mathur asks, I want to learn React.js from the start. Where should I learn that? Literally this channel is for you. This is the best place for you. You can go ahead and check out all the content we put out on a daily basis, through Instagram, through Medium, Reddit. We put it out on YouTube. We go live with projects every single day, and we also have an awesome whiteboard webinar down below in the description. So let me know, guys, who is actually gonna be on that webinar. Like, that is some valuable stuff. And exactly just like Jesse Joseph says, go watch previous stuff. Yeah, exactly. Nikhil, yes I do. So next up, what we will do is let's go back to that screen and let's actually finish up styling all that thing. So quickly, the bottom container should have a background color of this gray, width of a 90%, display flex, and ooh, display flex, height of 2.5 rem, border radius of 8 pixels, align items to center, padding left 10 pixels, and padding right 5 pixels. That will actually, hey, and let me just quickly stop just a sec. So Siad Imran, first of all, thank you so much for that lovely donation. We really appreciate all of these tiny bits. So thank you so much. This means a lot to the channel and us. And let me quickly go ahead and answer your questions. VS Code versus Dreamweaver versus Sublime, which is the best? Honestly, I'm gonna be super honest with everybody. I'm using VS Code, but I don't like Microsoft products. I'll be straightforward. I've been trying to change this and like use WebStorm, Dreamweaver, all that stuff. Like, I've been going through Google a lot of times, but I couldn't find any which would have all the extensions and all that stuff that will actually make the text editor super powerful. So I personally tried it a lot of times. I'm still doing it. I'm trying to change from VS Code and move to another platform, but I can't. VS Code has so much community and extensions and all that that you just can't give it up, right? That's pretty much it. Yeah, VS Code, that's it. Oh, shout out to Devin. He was he had an interview with Google. Right, next up, let's carry on and smash the like button if you're ready to continue, and if you're ready to add all the core stuff in the middle, because guys, we are, I'm telling you, it's not visible, but we are at 70% progress. So bear with me, this is gonna be an epic build. All right, let's keep going. Yeah. Now with that, there is one more thing we need to add, is that we need to yeah, exactly. So yeah, what we will quickly do is add the this, and we will say that inside of the bottom we will have the div and the input, and the background color should be transparent, the border should be none, outline is none, font size large, and width of 100%. Margin left is 10 pixels, and that will pretty much make our search bar down here look super crisp. Now it might actually not look like that, but trust me, when we extend this whole thing, this is gonna be epic. All right, so with that said, let's actually carry on. So what we will quickly do is we will get we will go ahead and build the body part. All right, so what I call body is pretty much this centerpiece, the main part. Boom. So this part, let me quickly highlight it. So this part, this is what I call body. Now let's actually take a look at what it is built up. So we have this streaming area where all the streams and stuff like that goes. We also have this details and recents part. And actually, if we take a look at it, like there is this part which is like a margin or something. Inside of here, we have this top part, right? Then we also have this navigation area. We also have these videos and all that. And down below, we have these category stuff. Okay, so it's just a quick outline of how, like, to show you guys how we are actually gonna be outlining this main part, and we are so close to the end, guys. Stick with me, and we are gonna be finishing it up real soon, and this is gonna be epic. Now what we will quickly go ahead and do is we will say that we are gonna have to have a body.js. Let's go ahead and add that file. So we will say body.js, add the RAFCE snippet, which we are already used to. And what we will quickly say is, let's actually change the normal div to a class div. And we will say the class name is gonna be body, and inside of there we will have a body left, which is because of the BEM naming convention. As far as I know, we shouldn't use underscores. Instead, we will use dashes. So we will say body left, and we will say a body right placeholder, which is pretty much just gonna go ahead and keep everything like a bit away from the right hand side of the screen. So this will add that nice little margin on the right side. Okay, next up, inside of there we will actually have two pieces of what's that called, don't remember the name, components. Yeah, that's it. We will have a streaming, which is gonna be up top, and the other one is gonna be the profile. All right, and guys, we are only 190 people. Smash the like button so we can get this video out there to as many people as possible, and let's actually carry on. So next up, what we will quickly say is, before we mess anything up, let's go to app.css and add something that we will not regret. So inside of app.css, let's just add the actually, let me quickly check how we build this up. So we just want to add the app to be display flex. like this. So that will I said like this. So that will go ahead and actually flex out all the stuff that we have. This is not how I was planning it. All right, so quickly, just let's quickly fix that, and let's actually add something called app.main instead of app. And what we will quickly do in order to fix that is we will go back to app.css and we will wrap the sidebar, right? So app __ main over here, and what we will do in here is under sidebar we will add the body, and that will pretty much go ahead import it just with that row. So actually IntelliSense imported it for me, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, we just have a display flex going on, so we should be good to go very, very soon. Now inside of body we will have two pieces of components. One is going to be stream, which is going to be up top, and the other one is going to be down below, which is going to be the profile. So let's actually go ahead and build the profile first, because that is like above the stream. Like that's the juicy part. I want to keep it till the end, so guys, you should be engaged. I see a lot of comments coming and going. That's super awesome. And smash the like button if you find this video helpful, and if you like this video, we are at 300 likes, so that's super awesome. And let's continue. So what we would do is let's actually create a profile.css file. No, profile.js and the profile.css as well at the same time. So what we will quickly do is let's go ahead and inside of there quickly add the snippet, which we are used to and which is super awesome and saves us tons of time. And we also want to go ahead and import the CSS right after it, otherwise you will forget it. And quickly let's just add the class name to the div, which is going to be profile, and the top, like we actually divide this thing up to bits and pieces, so it will be super easy. Now we have a profile top left, which is gonna be the icon and all that. Then we will have like details in there, like this part is what I'm talking about, right? So we will have the top left, and we will also have the top right over here, like top right. That's it. And we will also have some kind of profile menu, which is gonna be this part. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and build this thing up, and then I'll show you guys what is what. Now let's add the top part, which is gonna be a nice div, and inside of there we will have an image, which is gonna be literally the same Clever Programmer logo as we had already on the right hand side. Now I'm wondering if we have imported it in body.js, but no, we haven't. So let's actually do that quickly. Yeah, there we go. And now we should be able to see the logo. There we go. So guys, this is actually the logo that we added in profile. And what we will quickly go ahead and do is we will say inside of there, we will actually add those details that we had. Okay. So these are going to be the channel details, right? So what we will quickly go ahead and do is add a div profile top left details, and the name is going to be Clever Programmer, and we have 820k followers or subscribers on YouTube. And guys, we appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed to our channel and gave us the privilege to teach you guys programming, which is super phenomenal. Yeah, so let's actually continue, And let's actually add another div, which is going to be the top right. So the top right is going to have 3 of these icons, and those are gonna be pretty much responsible for adding all those stuff. And at the moment we're not able to see it for some reason. It is somewhere around here. As soon as we style this whole thing up, oh yeah, we don't see it because it's white background, and we have every color set to white, so we are not gonna be able to see it. As soon as we will style this, we will see everything just super crisp. Okay. Yeah. Let me quickly check on the comments. And awesome. Okay, we see Authorities going. Okay, awesome, perfect. So quickly, what we will do next up is we will have a. Okay, that's actually an awesome question. Could I learn React if I have little knowledges in JavaScript? 100%. Like literally, go ahead, follow all these lives that we are doing up here, and that will actually give you super much value. So that's actually our goal with these, that we are just giving you guys a ton of value, so you can go ahead, get a job as a developer in 2020. That's literally our goal, to help 5,000 people get jobs as developers. And we also have a freelance movement, guys. So that's actually something super cool. We've never we haven't done it before, but that actually means that all together as the Clever Programmer community, we want to collect $10,000, which means if you get a freelance gig as a developer and you earn some money, go to my Instagram over here, and in my bio there is a link where you can go ahead, submit your name, submit your email address, some proof that you actually earned the money and how much you earned. And if collectively we all earn $10,000, that will make Clever Programmer's dream come true, and that would be like out of this world. We have never seen anything like this before, and this is actually what makes Clever Programmer stand out, and us stand out as a community, that we go ahead and we change the world together. So let's actually smash the like button if you're ready to take part in the freelance movement, and if you're ready to submit whatever you have, and smash the like button to get this video out there and show it to everybody. Let's carry on. Now, what we will quickly do, yeah, there we go. So, let's actually carry on. And next up, what we will do is we will have the profile menu, right? So that's gonna be all the navigation stuff and all that. But what we would do is we will add a couple of stuff in there. And because like the first one is gonna be the active one, so we wanna have it purple, and we wanna add that nice little button border. So we wanna go ahead and do that. And what if I moved myself here? So guys, you can actually see a bit more of what I'm showing, and made myself a bit smaller. Right. So what we would quickly go ahead and do is add all these stuff inside of there. So we have a H2, which has a class name of active. That's going to be the home, which is going to be the purple one. And we also have an about, a schedule of videos, and we will also have that nice little arrow, like literally that one, like this one. And we also have the chat right there. So we want to let's go ahead and have them over there, and we will quickly style everything up until this point. So what we would do Hey, thank you so much for the gold material. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. Is there a Discord? I mean, if you mean if there is a Discord clone, yes, check out this channel, and yes, there is. And yeah, let's carry on. So what we will do is we will go ahead and set the profile color to this background. Okay, so now we can actually see all the text that we were talking about. It's still like not everything is aligned perfectly. We will sort everything out. So on the profile top, we want everything to be display flex and align everything to the center. We will also have the top left, which is going to be a display flex, align items to center, and a flex of 1. We also will have a profile left image. That's literally the logo that we have right over here. So that, oh yeah, that thing. Let's just snap in. So we want to have the object fit contain, which means that we will keep the aspect ratio. We want to set the height of 100 pixels, a margin of 40 pixels, a border of 2 pixels solid, and this grayish thing. So that actually makes the whole thing like stand out and like look super crisp. Like if you can actually see the normal profile picture has that as well. So with that, yeah, and we will also have border radius of 50%. That means the whole thing is going to be cropped to a circle. And the padding is going to be 3 pixels. Now, what we will go ahead and continue with, okay. What we will go ahead and continue with is going to be the profile top right. And we will actually go ahead and add a font size of 30 pixels. We will also add for every single icon a 10 pixel margin, a 10 pixel padding, 8 pixels border radius, a width of 40 pixels, and a center alignment. And what we also want to do is one of them should actually have like this is this is a different channel. For clever programmers, we don't have the subscribe thing, so we want that one to have a gray background, but not this one. So what we will do is we will actually add another class name, like literally this two. The heart one and the bow one should have a gray background display, but not that one. So that will actually, for that we will add a gray background. Like literally that's what it does. We will just go ahead and add it, and yeah, let's actually check out how we're doing. So that is actually super clean. Like check this out, how awesome it looks. Okay, and we will also add the profile menu, right? So it will have a display flex, a margin of 40 pixels, a margin top of 30 pixels, a margin bottom of 55 pixels. And we will also have a for every H2 we wanna add a margin right of 15 pixels, cursor pointer, and we want to do the exact same thing to the arrow, which actually needs to be a bit turned away, right? So you saw that? If I go ahead, comment this out, the rotation, it goes all the way up. But if I go ahead, uncomment, boom, there we go. So that is it. Let's actually see what do we have over here. We want Express.js live sessions from David. Yes, my man, you got it. We will do. I'm actually researching a lot of the topics which are super backendish. So drop me a message over here if you have any requests that you want to see over here on Clever Programmer's YouTube channel, and we will actually make that happen. how do I calculate the CSS? Okay, sure. Actually, we will do sessions on Twitch, on Clever Programmers Twitch. Like, head over there, and like we will show you. I personally will go live there and show you guys how I prepare all these clones. So if you have a request, what app do you want to build? Drop me a message, and actually follow me on Clever Programmers Twitch channel on how I actually build it from scratch without knowing anything about the whole build. Like, literally, we will be sitting there for 5, 6, 7, 8 whatever hours, and we will be there and we will build it from scratch, googling and all the heavy stuff. Like, here we are prepared. We want to give you guys the most value in the shorter amount of time. But on Twitch, you will actually be able to see behind the scenes on how we prepare for these lives. Stay tuned for that. And yeah. Okay, passport and JSON web token. Drop me a message. Okay. So let's continue with that. And all right, so that's super awesome. It actually looks cool, but one thing though, we want to add the first one to be like purple, right? So we want to have that, and we will just do this, because remember over here we added a class name of active, so that should go ahead and add this nice purple look and this purple underline. Okay. Now what we will do is we will go ahead and we will carry on from here. Now next up, what we will quickly go ahead and do is actually we want to go ahead and style the body for a sec. So let's go to body.css. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is, inside of body.js, we don't even have it imported. So I don't think we actually created that either. So let's actually add it over here, and before it freaks out, add the body.css. Okay, it was faster. And what I will do is pretty much go ahead and say like, okay, actually there is a quick link, because this is going to be a long SVG file. The background that Clever Programmer has actually is super dope, super crisp, but it actually is like a super long SVG file, which we are not gonna be worrying about. So to help you guys on that, I have a link, this one. So what we would do here is everybody goes over here and grabs this code and just pastes it. Like this is literally the SVG file. Okay, so I don't want this to be like typed down, but I want you guys to have it. Now, one thing though, please just copy this code and don't edit, because it can be edited by anybody and you don't want to do that. Okay, so I would just go ahead, drop this link to the chat, and let's everybody go there and copy that code, and we will use that inside of body.css. That's something that I don't prefer doing, but in this case we had no other choice. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is, inside of the body, you have this first two lines which you go ahead and copy. We will also add a flex of 1, and we will say display flex, a height of 100 view height, and the scroll and an overflow scroll. And that will, my friends, go ahead and add this nice, awesome looking background, right? So that's pretty much how we actually built this. And it's still freaking something out, so let's actually go ahead, go into debug mode, and let's find it out why the CSS is breaking on the sidebar. Okay, with that said, let me show, yeah. So what is happening over there is, should be, we should have a sidebar.css, yeah. So inside of sidebar.css, boom. Let me actually full screen it, so see if it only breaks when it's, oh yeah, okay, actually it looks cool. Okay, actually it looks nice this way. So it should be working if you are on full screen, and it only breaks when you're like shrinking it down. Okay, now with that we have this nice awesome looking awesome looking background and all that stuff. So let's go ahead, carry on. Let's see in the chat. Yeah, how do I get it? Literally get better at Swift. Like Apple is only for Swift. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. I mean, might as well drop some Swift stuff, who knows. Okay, so with that, let's actually go ahead and carry on adding stuff to the profile, because that is like mainly the main part. So what we will quickly go ahead and do is go back to not sidebar, where's the file? Yeah, profile, and down here what we will quickly go ahead and do is add another div, which is gonna be profile.recent, and we will also have a h2 in there, which will say recent broadcasts, right? So that's literally how the actual Twitch looks like. Okay, so this is the part that we are building at the moment, this part, and we will just add a couple of YouTube videos from Clever Programmer that we actually highly recommend you guys go ahead and watch those. So let's actually do this. So we will in there, we will add the items div. You have a MacBook job at Apple. That's not how it works, but I mean, I wish it was. All right, guys, hope you guys are finding this session valuable. Smash the like button if you do, and let's go ahead and carry on. We will actually go ahead and introduce one more component in here, which is going to be recent item. So let's actually add the recent item.js in there, and what we will say is we will say RAFCE, so we can go ahead and take a look at what we will have in there. So first thing first, what we will do is pretty much we will just go ahead and embed YouTube videos, right? So we will go ahead and boom, add this in here. So we will need to grab the URL as well as the title, and inside of there what we will do is we will have an item div, and yeah, and what we would do in here is have an item, and all these items should have this iframes, right? So guys, this might be a bit too much, so let's actually break it down how it actually works. So let's go here, let's go to YouTube, and let's actually grab a video. Like, let's go into CP and what we will quickly gonna do is, like, let's say we have the awesome MERN tutorial, and what we will do is we will wait a bit until the ad goes away, and we will quickly grab the embed code. So guys, if you don't know this, MERN tutorial, 12 hours, this will master you as a MERN developer. Just throwing it out there. What you want to grab is the copy embed code. You want to go ahead and then you want to say like this, and now let's actually make it look pretty and like handleable. So what we would do is we will like break all these lines, and then we will swap a couple of these parameters, right? So this is how you want it to be broken down into rows, and what you want to do is like delete the source, right? And you want to just change it to URL, which we are passing in because we are reusing the same component, and we are gonna be using this iframe every single time. We're just gonna be reusing with a different URL. Next up, I saw some people use JSX instead of JS in the React project. What's the reason? They are using previous versions of React. I mean, this is literally JSX code. Like, people are using the extension JSX, but that's the past. This is how Create React App generates the React app. So that's the easiest way to go about it. Don't mess up with JSX and all that stuff. Just stick with JS, super easy, and you just want to work with that. Okay, and the other two thing we will need to change is the width, which we want to have like 400 pixels and not more. And we also want to set the height of 235. And we will also need to add another div, which is going to be item details. And inside of there, what we will do is just drop it in here. Oops, drop it in here. And that will actually, the first one is going to be the category image, right? And on the right hand side, we want this to appear. So we want to have the title passed in, and we want to have the channel name and